welcome or welcome back. We are just going to do an energy check-in. So um, we're going to go ahead and dive in. Be sure to like the video. If you're watching the recording after the live, make sure that you hit that hype button. So that's a new feature that YouTube has, and we want to take advantage of that so our videos get out there. But we're just doing an energy check-in to see what we have going on. So let's see, collective messages for the collective. The first card that we have that came out is the Ten of Pentacles, and you know that I love it. Ten of Pentacles is about wealth, financial security. I am actually guided to, there's something to do with your wealth. For one of you, some of you, or none of you, I'm getting the sense that like there could be someone who is trying to, they're trying to affect your financial security in some way. I don't know if it's positive or negative. I guess we'll have to see. But at the bottom, we have the King of Cups, which is about you being emotionally balanced, is what I'm getting from this. So I feel like your financial security and your wealth does depend on your ability to remain emotionally balanced. So if you do have someone, for example, that is like in the background trying to affect your financial security, you'll know who this person is because they are trying to kind of get you in your feelings. They're trying to get you to act out emotionally. So they're trying to trigger you in some form or fashion. So this could be like one of those people that, you know, maybe they fancy themselves a witch or a warlock, and they feel like they can harvest your energy somehow. So again, that could be for one of you, some of you, or none of you. And look at this. At the top of the deck, we have the Ten of Wands, which is about burdens. I'm telling you, like, someone feels like in order for them to prosper, they have to put burdens on your back, or perhaps someone feels like, I don't know, maybe they feel like something about your financial stability or security leads to some type of burden for them. And so they feel like what they're doing is actually fair, but what it really is what you're doing. Like, it's kind of like, okay, someone could have done something in the past to affect your finances, your wealth, and things are starting to balance out. When I split the deck, there was that Justice card. I already put it back, sorry, but let's keep going. What other messages do we have for the collective? Okay, so we also have the Star card here, and I'm gonna cover that one up. But we have the Star card, and I'm actually just guided to renewal. And I'm guided to the word purpose. I feel like some of you guys are stepping into your purpose. You're stepping into your faith a little bit more. And maybe you're starting to feel a lot more energized and a lot more renewed. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups. I feel like there could be some type of partnership that you are about to engage in. This could be a business partnership. This could be something that's romantic or even platonic, but somehow it leads to your financial wealth, security, and stability as well. So we have that Two of Cups at the bottom. But I still feel like there's someone in the background, because under that even we still have like that, we have this Devil card here. I'm going to cover them up. So it just feels like there's someone who is trying to act as like puppet master behind the scenes. So I don't know what that's all about. Yeah, at the top of the deck, we have the Tower card, which is about upheaval and sudden change. I feel like something is about to shift for someone overnight. So one of you, some of you, none of you, something is going to shift, like dramatically shift in your favor. It's almost like someone's going to wake up. I'm here, I got a new attitude. So someone's going to wake up with like, you know, a new attitude. Someone's going to wake up with like a burst, like a energy burst or something like that. And this is going to allow you to work in your purpose, to do what it is that, you know, you're wanting to do. And it's going to lead to wealth and financial security for you. Let me see. Okay, so let's keep going. Messages for the collective. Okay, yeah, we have the Nine of Swords. I feel like there's some type of anxiety. I don't know if this is like, put yourself wherever you go within this dynamic, but I don't know if you're anxious about stepping out into your purpose, or someone else is just watching you and they are nervous about you stepping out. And yeah, you being able to celebrate and collaborate with other people, with you making progress with something that you're doing, whether it's in a relationship, whether it has something to do with, something that you're doing that is financial, but there's someone, like, there's a new beginning. And so it could be for some of you guys that you are feeling, a little bit anxious about stepping into the unknown, stepping into this new beginning. Or it could be that, someone else, and it could be, both of these, but someone else is perhaps a little bit anxious about seeing you step into, I'm hearing for some of you guys, the limelight, but someone is worried about you stepping out into this new beginning. And look, at the top of the deck, we have the Page of Cups, which is about, creative opportunities. I feel like you're about to receive some type of new opportunities, whether it's a business endeavor, some creative business endeavor, or for some of you guys, again, it could have something to do with a new love, an offer of love that is coming in for you, right? So for someone, you do have like a new love or lover coming into your life. And they are going to take the place of someone that you are potentially dealing with right now, like at this, or someone that you were dealing with, or someone that you're like off and on. I'm hearing hot and you're cold, you're yes and you're no. So this, you're in and you're out. Yeah, this is someone that you're like back and forth with, perhaps. And I feel like that's the problem. This person doesn't want to commit to you, or, this is the type of person that they want their cake and eat it too. And because of, because they are lacking in the department of commitment, you are going to venture out and you're going to take a chance on like a new opportunity, a relationship with someone else. Like, you're going to give someone else an opportunity. And whoever you are, obviously I'm getting the sense that you're like super loyal when you're with someone. And so, you're going to just kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say discard this person, but essentially that's kind of like what it is. But there's nothing wrong with that, because I feel like they do this to you all the time. I mean, I don't know. These cards are in every which direction, but that's okay. So let's look a little bit more at this Ten of Pentacles that came out. With the Ten of Pentacles, we have grapes. It says time to go out and have fun. So some of you guys are being guided to, or you're about to go ahead and start venturing out, networking, meeting new people, and just living it up, doing things that I'm hearing, if it makes you happy. So you're going to focus on things that make you happy, and just having fun. And by delving into like this part of your life, this is going to lead to a lot of wealth and financial security for you. Yeah, we have Thorn. It says position of authority. I feel like there's a topic potentially, like, let's say maybe you're like a content creator, or that's something that you're about to venture into, or, like you're a teacher, or, something of that sort, a coach. I mean, I don't know, but this is like, there is something that you love to kind of, I'm hearing on and on and on and on. There's something that you can talk about for hours and hours. I'm hearing that song as well. And the reason is because you have like a lot, it's like you are an expert in some certain field. And I feel like you're about to be positioned, you're about to be placed in a position to share your expertise, to share your experience, and you are going to stand out as like a person of authority when it comes to whatever this niche or whatever this topic or whatever this subject is for you. So for some of you guys, this could be, your niche could have something to do with wealth and financial security. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, we have involvement with the law. at the bottom with this gavel card. So it could be something to do with like contracts, like I don't know, maybe something to do with like trust funds. There's something that you know how to do, and you're going to, like, you love to talk about it, you love to do it, you lived, like, you walk that walk, you don't just talk the talk, you walk the walk. So there's something to do with that. And we have horse, which says short journey. So I feel like, once you start to delve into this, it's going to, like, something is going to move very quickly for you. Okay. Let's get a couple more for the 10 of Pentacles and see what we have here. Okay. Ooh, okay. We have bow. It says you're highly thought of. I'm telling you, whatever this is, again, whether it's a relationship, I really feel like this is something to do with, there's something that you're an expert in a certain field, or you're about to be known as an expert in a particular field with this bow that says you are highly thought of. I also feel like you're going to be highly sought after. So yeah. Unicorn, it says use your intuition to make beneficial changes. So it's like, what it is, you know what to do as it relates to this. But I also feel like you're one of a kind as it relates to whatever this is. You're absolutely one of a kind. We have November here at the top of the deck. So something could be happening as early as November. So I don't know if it's like you're already working on something and you're going to start to see, remember we had that short journey. So there's something that's going to move really quickly. So it could be that, like, you're going to see a lot of success or progress, or, something as early as November. Okay. Like dramatic changes, improvements, or, whatever. Clients, clientele. If this is a relationship, like, something is going to be like airtight, or something is going to be just really solidified as early as November. Like if it's a commitment, like, we got that energy of like a new person could be coming through, and something is going to move like really quickly for you. Okay, and I'm hearing like when like that's what I'm hearing. But we have teapot. It says deep friendship with someone of the same sex here. So for some of you guys, it could be that, like, maybe you're going to work on something you might work on something that's going to lead to this wealth and financial security. And it's going to be, you're going to be working with a person of the same sex that you either already have a deep friendship with, or that could be one of the, that could be the person that's coming in. It could be something completely platonic, or like a business relationship or collaboration or something to that effect. But whoever this is, like, you're going to be on the same page with one another. What tried to flip out, we have lightning. It says control your anger or you will be sorry, but it didn't pop out, so we're not going to keep it. But again, remember at the beginning, I talked about there's someone behind the scenes that is trying to get you, like, they're trying to trigger you. They want you in your feels. They want you overly emotional because they feel like, I don't know, energy cannot be created nor destroyed. They feel like, if they get access to your anger and all of that, energy, that they would be able to do something with that, like for their own benefit. Let's do one more for this 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, we have pineapple, and it is reconciliation. And really, this first pile that we're looking at with the 10 of Pentacles, it really feels like a business or a job, or, something financial that you're working on. And I feel like it could be something that you put down, like you put it down temporarily, or, maybe you didn't think about if it was temporary or not. But I feel like you put something down, maybe life started lifing. I don't know. But I feel like you're going to reconcile, like, something to do with your finances. It could be that you're going to work in something with banking. There's a strong, energy of finances or financial security. You could be like doing, working the books for other people, reconciling their finances, or again, helping them to, secure their financial future after you have learned how to do it yourself. At the bottom, We have wind chimes, which is peace and harmony. Like this is going to be something like if you have been struggling with jobs that like you're just not happy with them, um you know, maybe they're very stressful for you, they cause you anxiety, like this is going to be the type of thing that you're just going to love doing. You're going to be really balanced. And yeah, and we have skull, which says hidden secrets can harm you at the top. I feel like, again, this feels like someone just like lurking in the background. The one that I'm talking about, like whoever this is that's trying to trigger you somehow or for whatever weird reason. And maybe they feel like they have some like juicy secrets on you that they're going to divulge. Or, you know, it could be someone's going to try to, I don't know. I don't know. Someone thinks that they're going to be able to bring out like some type of secrets on you. And I just feel like, again, remember we saw earlier, there's something about like you remaining in control, like staying in control of your anger. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the star card that we saw, which there's something that, you know, something to do with your purpose and something to do with renewal. Okay, so what do we need? Ooh, okay, yeah, we have happiness. So whatever this is that you're going to be working on that you feel like is, you know, your purpose, or, you know, whatever that's about to occur that you feel like, you know, maybe you feel like something is happening for a reason, whatever it is, like I'm still getting those really peaceful vibes. And I feel like, you know, you're just going to be really happy with whatever this is. We have 3 that came out, but we have cobweb, which says protected from negative forces beyond your control. So just know that whatever this is that, you know, you're working in your purpose, or, you know, I just feel like nothing, I'm hearing nothing can stop me, I'm all the way up. Like, again, because we, you know, there was that energy of like someone lurking, you know, I can't quite shake, you know, this person that's lurking, but it doesn't really matter because you're protected from whatever it is that they think that they're doing behind the scenes. It's irrelevant. You're protected from it. Yeah, we have rainbow was the other card. It says the most difficult part of a situation is over. So this part, like if there is someone potentially, and it could just be like, it doesn't have to be a person that's like lurking. It could be, you know, like maybe, I don't know, like a cycle that you usually stay in that you've kind of healed from, you know, when it comes to this star card. And it's like, you know, waiting to see if you are going to fall back into like that hamster wheel of whatever that cycle is. But I feel like you've healed from it. It might have been something that was really difficult for you, whether this was like a repeated cycle that related in some like, had something to do with like a cycle of like, you know, bad financial decisions, whether it was a cycle of like, you know, dealing with, you know, a partner that just really wasn't for your highest and greatest good. Like whatever this is, you have healed from it. If it is a cycle of you repeatedly allowing people to trigger you, and, you know, kind of everything starts tumbling down because, you know, you kind of get emotional or something like that, whatever this is, you have healed, like you're over. The worst part of that is over. Okay. We have August here. So I don't know if something started in August, or if you're going to like see like a final result of something in August. I don't know. What else? We have mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Yeah, I feel like you like this is someone that you've had to let go, or someone that you have had to heal from. Like you've realized that someone is just not going to change, and it would behoove you to just move on about your business, to move on about your life. At the bottom is grasshopper. It says situation in the balance that require careful handling. So it could be that you're just kind of walking away from a situation or from a person just kind of quietly, or you're working towards something. Remember that first card had to do with the Ten of Pentacles. So it could be, hi Miriam, it could be that you're working on something that, something financial, right? And you're going to keep it like you're keeping it under wraps. Like that you feel like, you know, I don't know, it's kind of like someone, like maybe you're trying to change from like bad habits or something, and there's just like, again, that energy of someone like lurking in the background, like they're trying to, you know, keep you stuck and stagnant, right? So I don't know why I'm being reminded of this, like it's, you know, like so forever ago, but it just reminds me of like, you know, back in the day when I was married, and you know, if I gain weight and it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna start losing weight, I'm gonna start working out. And you know, my husband at the time, so my ex-husband, anytime that I said I was going to work out, that I wanted to improve my health, that I wanted to improve, you know, like my overall, you know, looks or body or whatever, all of a sudden he would start bringing in like a whole bunch of junk food, all of my favorite all of my favorite things that I love to eat and drink. He would all of a sudden be like the dutiful, diligent husband to make sure that I was happy with all of the things that were unhealthy for me, right? That went against my goal. I feel like maybe there's someone, you know, that you have in your life that this is what they do or this is what they did. Whatever it is that you're trying to work on, whatever cycle you're trying to get out of, it's like this person wants you to stay stuck and stagnant because they don't plan to change their ways. And so they're hoping that you don't change your ways either. Okay. So there's something, something to do with that. Let's keep going. Okay. What else with this star? Oh, geez. We have rabbit. Yeah. Okay. So for one of you, some of you, none of you, I don't know, but we have the I'm sorry, you guys. I always hear like the weirdest, like cartoons, movies, songs, and things like that. So I'm hearing Wascally Wabbit. But this is the rabbit card, right? And it says too much concern with sexual matters. So for one of you, some of you, or none of you, I don't know. There could be a person that they're highly sexual, they're hypersexual, right? And, you know, like maybe you guys are like hands, like you're very handsy with one another, like whenever you meet up, link up, hook up, it's going down. Is I'm hearing that song, it's going down. So like maybe it's a person like that, and they don't want you to change. Like they don't want to lose out on their supply is actually what I'm hearing. So some of you guys, now I'm hearing the song, and I'm sorry, when I'm gone for a long time, you guys, like messages just kind of come at me like really fast. But I'm hearing that song, Sexual Healing. So some of you guys may have just like a really healing energy. And because you have such healing energy, especially in like the sacral area, this person, like that's another reason that they keep, you know, I'm hearing keep pulling me back, pulling me. Yeah. So you keep that keeps. Now I'm hearing it was a movie, New Jack City, and he's like, it just keeps calling me, man. It just keeps calling me. So yeah, this person might be addicted to, you know, sexual matters, or, you know, coitus or whatever, something like that. I don't know. But I feel like you, whatever this is, like you've healed it. And but this person doesn't want to change, and they don't want to see, they don't want you to change. They're hoping that you haven't changed because they haven't, basically. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the Nine of Swords to see what all of this anxiety and fear is about. Okay, so we have ear, and it's good news. Now, remember at the beginning I said, like, it feels twofold. It feels like you're about to step into something new, like you're about to take a leap into, you know, like a new beginning. Remember at the bottom we had that Fool card. So you're about to take a leap into a new beginning that is going to lead to potentially, we had that Page of Cups. There's potentially something to do with either a new love or some type of creative endeavor that you're working on, or for some of you guys it could be both. So I feel like it's going to make you nervous taking this leap, but also whoever this weirdo, but whoever this person is in the background that is hoping that you stay stuck in a cycle and that you don't move on, or like they feel like your prosperity means that they are going to be in lack or something. It's something weird like that. But I feel like they're anxious of you taking the leap as well. But either way, we have good news here. So even if you're anxious or worried, I feel like, you know, maybe there's going to be some good news, and that might cause you a little bit of anxiety because you're stepping into like some type of new territory, or, you know, something to that effect. And again, it could be like you might be a little bit nervous about this, as well as like whoever this person is that is wanting to hold you back from moving forward. For some of you guys, sorry, it feels like my throat is closing up. For some of you, for one of you, some of you, or none of you, there is a person that the reason why they are super anxious about you moving on, or you moving forward, or you taking this leap is because whatever it is that you've learned along the way, remember when we talked about that 10 of Pentacles at the beginning, like you might be sharing some information with people, teaching some people, you know, based off of something that you've learned, or guiding people, or maybe you're creating content. I mean, I don't know, but I feel like part of it is going to include you sharing like real things that happened in your life. And it may, like, this person, someone doesn't want you to speak up and speak out about it because it's going to paint them in a negative light. Okay, so this is almost like, for example, this is almost like, you know, like maybe you were in a long-term committed relationship, or it doesn't even have to be that. It could be like with a family member, or it could be with a friend or something, but there's a level of like financial abuse, right? Someone could have been like abusing you when it came to finances, like dangling money over you. Or, you know, like if you ended up in a divorce, this is the type of person that like they took everything from you because they felt like you would have to stay with them. Like there's something to your story that, you know, people are going to be listening. People are going to be all ears, right? They're going to be all ears. And this person doesn't like that because, you know, it's kind of like if 1 + 1 is 2 and 2 + 2 is 4, I'm hearing that like people are going to be able to piece together that the person that was financially abusing you, if that's what it is, and it doesn't have to be that, but like whoever this was that was manipulating, remember there was the energy of like someone trying to be a puppet master at the beginning. Like people are going to be able to deduce that it was them all along. So there could be someone that I'm hearing, countrymen, lend me your ear. There could be someone, whoever this person is, they could be walking around telling anyone who will listen something about like they're giving their version of a story, but something's not, remember 1 + 1 is 2 and 2 + 2 is 4. For them, something's not adding up. And so when you start talking, things are going to start adding up, and people are going to be able to fill in like, oh, okay, now that makes sense, right? And it's going to make this person look really bad. And I feel like, you know, maybe that's something that they're feeling a little bit anxious about. So here is that grasshopper card, went ahead and popped out. We've already seen it before, but this is the grasshopper. It says situations in the balance that require careful handling. I'm actually getting that someone might try to shut another person up, you know, maybe by threatening like some type of legal action. That gavel kept showing up. So it could be someone's going to try to like threaten some type of legal action. Like if you know, if you mention me or something, you know, as you're trying to tell your story, like, I don't feel like you're, you know, if this is you, I don't feel like you're going out to say anything negative about this person. I don't think you think about this person one way or the other. This could be like you're telling your story. They happen to be a part of it. You don't name any names, but again, people are going to like, family members or friends are going to be able to understand that it was actually them. And so they're going to try to threaten like some type of legal action or something like that. But I feel like, you know, it's not going to go anywhere. You're allowed to tell your story. Obviously, you're not going to name names, but you're allowed to tell your story. So with this situation in the balance that require careful handling, it's like you are going to have to be like super careful with like how, if this is about you telling your story, with you sharing your story, be careful with, you know, how you tell your story, because I feel like someone's going to be really listening really hard. They're going to be ear hustling and, you know, so that I'm hearing aha, someone's going to try to catch you so that they could say like you're slandering their name, or, you know, something to that effect. I don't know. Yeah, we have dark woman that came out. So it says dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or dark hair. So this could be you. This could be a person that you're dealing with. You know, that's kind of behind the scenes that we've been talking about. This could be the person that's anxious about like you telling your story. This could be the person that's anxious about, at the bottom of the deck, we have this V for victory, victory in some endeavor. Like someone is anxious. This could be the person that's anxious about like you being victorious with whatever this is that you're working on. Yeah. And at the top we have bouquet. It says compliments from an admirer, because again, like I said, I feel like someone has been like telling their version of a story and it's not exactly the truth. And so people, I'm kind of getting like the sense of like, someone being commended or, congratulated for, for persevering for some type of success that you're about to achieve. And I don't think that this person is going to like that, not one bit. Okay, I'm hearing from Waterboy, where he says your mama was wrong. So for some of you guys, this is like your mom, right? That is kind of behind the scenes and maybe kind of spreading some things about like how something went down, like in your past, or something that happened between the two of you. And so they don't want you to share the story or something like that. But we have Bear. It says danger, especially in money matters. This really does make me feel like, someone tried to affect, and we talked about this at the beginning, someone tried to affect your finances, but, and so they're anxious about this, because I feel like, remember you have the 10 of Pentacles here. So that's your card there. I feel like, and it kind of feels like this person, if this is someone who is trying to like manipulate you, like as it relates to finances, and they've done it in the past and you're telling your story about it and they're like, nuh-uh, like that's not true. I feel like they're still going to be doing it. So it's going to be blatantly obvious that like this is what they do to try to control people. Yeah. Okay, what else with this 9 of Swords? Oh, geez. We have 3 that came out. So we have the Staff, which says you will be taken care of in difficult times. So again, like it doesn't matter like what this person wants or what they don't want to come out or what they don't want to happen, or, if someone tries to threaten you, like it doesn't matter. You are definitely going to be taken care of. Yeah, we have Quill. It says get back to basics. So that could be like, where you are right now, where you've gotten back to basics, starting over, remember with this energy of like you having a new beginning, stepping into a new beginning, you could be like starting from square one. I think I've already said that, but you're starting over, starting anew, starting fresh when it comes to something with finances or something to do with a relationship. Yeah, and we have, so for one of you, some of you, or none of you, if it's not this dark woman, we have a fair man that came out. It says dealing to a relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. And of course they could have, just like fair skin, and underneath that is mice. It says discord among friends or family. So this could be a friend, or this could be, a family member. Okay. Anything else for this? No, let's go ahead and move on to this. Okay, messages for the collective. Okay, we have I am good enough. I feel like some of you guys might have gone through just like a cycle or a lesson or something like that, where you have had to learn to accept yourself, flaws and all. If you feel like you made some bad decisions, like I feel like some of you guys are coming to terms with it. Some of you guys could have been told that you were not good enough to do something, but you've healed that, with that star energy that we had. You've healed that. You've moved on, from that energy. Or this is just a message, from the Most High, or a message from your ancestors, your guides, your angels, whatever you believe in, just to let you know that, yes, you definitely are good enough, especially when this wealth or this financial security comes in for you. If you have been used to like, people taking advantage of you financially, or controlling you financially, or not having a lot financially, you may have felt like, that you didn't deserve, you know, the wealth or something like that. But you've learned, or you need to know that you definitely are sacred. And this is falling under actually the star where we talked about purpose. I feel like there's something about your purpose, something about, you know, this your walk. I'm hearing walk of life, something about the path that you're walking that is, it's very much sacred. Okay. And what else for the collective? Yeah, and I mean, seriously, it is what it is. We have I am abundant, and remember your first card out, we had the 10 of Pentacles. So yeah, some of you guys have definitely some wealth headed your way. Again, just to recap, this does have something to do with you stepping in your purpose or working in your purpose with something that you love. That's how you're going to achieve this financial security and this wealth, right? You might feel a little bit nervous about it because, you know, maybe you were taught that like you didn't deserve something, or you were led to feel or believe that you didn't deserve, you know, this wealth and abundance, but you absolutely do. So yeah, that's what I have for you. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, all of that good juicy stuff. If you are interested in your own personal reading, be sure to check out the description box. I love you, and have a beautiful and fantabulous rest of your day. Bye now. Mwah.